Now the time has come to decode the dramatic rescue mission that the US Special Forces carried out inside Iran. Now this is what the Americans claim. The claim is that American F-15E Strike Eagle was shot down by the Iranian forces last Friday. The crew members eject seconds before the impact and land deep inside the territory. The pilots maintain constant communication with the headquarters, get rescued within 6 hours in an operation involving attack jets and helicopters. But the weapons system officer goes missing after getting separated at the time of ejection. For 2 days, US military intelligence agencies combed through the area unsuccessfully. The status remains unknown. On the ground, the officers shift to evasion technique. He climbed the 7,000-foot ridge and hides inside the narrow mountain crevice. This is where the Siri tracking kicked in. Siri stands for survival, evasion, resistance, and escape. It is a specialized program that prepares pilots to survive behind enemy lines. So there are two narratives. One, the guy was picked up, and the second, it was a botched up operation. Your comments.
First thing, the tail fin of was shown with the numbers saying that this aircraft F-15 belongs to 44th Fighter Squadron. So apparently that is correct, which means the Iranians had shot down the aircraft. And thereafter, the pilot was rescued. If you remember, there was a talk of Black Hawk being damaged and the crew being hit, but they were able to go back and land in their own territory. So this particular part is correct, the recovery of the pilot. The second part is a weapon systems officer or weapon systems operator. It's called differently in different countries. So if that gentleman whose whole story is in the Zagros Mountains. Now, I want to tell you, there are simultaneously two things happening. One, the CIA's disinformation campaign saying that he has already been recovered. And secondly, the helicopters being launched to pick him up, homing on to the device which you had briefed earlier, which you had mentioned earlier, that they homed on to the device which was activated, which gives emergency signals, distress signals, which are located by the responders. Now, that particular part all sounds logical. Now we come to the second part. What doesn't sound logical is the two C-130Js which had landed in a temporary forward operating base, which is 45 to 50 kilometers southeast of Isfahan, which is the nuclear research, nuclear center of one of the nuclear institutions of Iran, and where it is suspected that probably some of the enriched uranium is there, and it's also in tunnels.